Kwame Usu is a campaign manager. Sir, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Good afternoon.
The number one position on the ballot, yes, that's on top of the ballot, easy to identify, but does it really mean much to your campaign? Were you looking for it to get in number one?
Yes. Coincidentally, when we were going in, the Honorable Ken predicted that he will pick one again. Quite interesting. It happens to be so. But as to proper or easy identification on a ballot also has advantages. Usually, sometimes people don't have a choice. They get to a place and they make a decision. Also, as far as our part of the world is concerned, a lot of people believe in omens.
Sorry, bad omen there for us. We just lost Kwame Owusu, who is campaign chair for Agyepong. We'll try to re-establish connection with him. Let me bring some of the messages that you've sent through. Daniel Akpaliok in Sandema says, regardless of whoever emerges a winner in the NPP flag bearership race, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will still win the 2024 general elections hands down. Ghanaians have tested the bad governance of the NPP and how they have mismanaged our hard-earned taxes. We are tired of the draconian taxes, military brutalities, and the clear abuse of power under this government. Baba Chairman in Tamale says, I urge all our dear delegates to please give the Honorable Ken Agyepong the opportunity to showcase his powers and magnanimity in job creation. He's always known for the voice for the voiceless. That's what you are saying. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. We are having a conversation around the balloting. The NPP candidates for the November 4 election have gone for the balloting. Ken Agyepong number 1, Dr. Bawumia number 2, Dr. Owusu Efri Akoto number 3, and Francis Adanimo as number 4. We're speaking to Kwame Owusu, who is campaign chair of Ken Agyepong, before we lost him there. Sir, you're welcome back. We lost you there when you were talking to us about the omen. And
that's okay. Let me apologize that I didn't say hello to your listeners. But I'm saying that a lot of people in that part of the world believe in omen. And so, if nothing at all, this is going to boost the confidence of most of our supporters. So I believe it's nothing at all. It's going to be to our advantage for being number one. But for me, I wouldn't want any complacency to seep in. So what I am urging our supporters is to work hard. They should go door to door. They should not relent. They shouldn't say because we pick number one, it's going to be ABC. It's the hard work that I'm urging them to do. Spend the time and deliver the message, which Honorable Ken stands for. And I think that will be my advice. But for purposes of the numbering, I think that you and I know most people believe in omen. I believe in hard work. But whatever be the case, this is to our advantage in terms of the selection.
I see. After the super delegates, we saw the persons, after Alan Kyerematen decided to pull out of the race, we saw some of his team members joining the Dr. Bawumia campaign. We haven't seen anyone publicly announce that they are joining you. Are you not clamoring for the votes from Alan's spouse?
We have them. We don't go out making noise. I mean, some publicity is sometimes the game which the other side or Dr. Bawumia's people are for. They may get one or two people, and then they will go out and say, we spoke to this and that and that. We have a lot of the numbers. And I'm sure you, having been in this game for quite a long time, you know that most of the people going to Alan Kyerematen are not going to join Dr. Bawumia at all, especially what happened during the election, the first phase of it, and the speech and the anger and the disappointment. I do not think that the people seeing their leader move are going to move towards that. But of course, they will go for one or two people and try to make noise out of it. For us, that is not a game plan. We are working underground. We are doing whatever it will take for us to win this election in November 4th. We have the people, unless you want us to name them, who are the. When we started this campaign, it has always been, the people are this, the establishment people, ministers of this, why don't you have it? We have strategies. 2, 3 people can handle thousands of people who put ideas together. So do not be worried about one person that they go to get him to declare. Please. Alan people are not for Bawumia.
The Alan people, or Alan himself, and Boakye Jaku have raised some concerns ahead of the November 4 election. What is your position as a campaign on the issues they raise about the transparency of the electoral process?
I think that I must commend the committee handling the elections for our party. They've been quite fair, but traffic light is red, don't move in, people move through it. There are people who will try to bring about these infractions. And we are going to make sure that this time, nothing of that sort. And I've said it many times, if it sounds too chauvinistic, or we are going to go for boot. Anywhere that they try to do whatever mischief to us, we will retaliate. So I agree that they've made those comments, but we have taken note of that. And we have tried to put a lot of the issues that came about into the next phase as part of the guidelines. And we are going to go through and make sure that we face the Bawumia camp in particular. Those type of things that they did, which was too open, and make sure that we defeat them.
So you give them the showdown that your boss talked about. Where is he, by the way? Where is he campaigning today?
No, we did a selection. Where is he campaigning? He just picked this. If you do something like this for nothing at all, you have to go home and get probably a glass of beer. But yes, we are going to give them a showdown. He's been a leader. Everything that he says is a pace setter. Everything that he comes about, if he has to go to every constituency, the next time the people are following. Everything that he does, if you look at the showdown, now it has become a message for everybody, including Dr. Bawumia, using about 2 or 3 times. So he's a pace setter. And for us, he's going to actually give him a showdown come November 4. And people are very excited about this term. And it's just going like a fire, a bushfire. We are going to give it a showdown.
Based on what you just said, I am presuming your candidate is home resting over a bottle of beer.
It's normal. We have been there for about 5 hours, 6 hours. As soon as she finishes, it's very difficult for him to go out campaigning. But he's doing some consultations, but not campaigning.
No, I'm interested in the beer that you mentioned. He drinks beer?
Oh, of course. Even I'm having a glass of beer.
So are you sure your campaign
we have gone through a long day, so
I hope the volumes are not that high to make your campaign team drunk, because November 4 is...
No. We are very disciplined. The key element for our campaign, for everything about us, is about discipline. All right, discipline is godliness. And I think that is what is going to change the mindset of Ghanaians. Somebody must look up to a leader and see that his actions will get the kind of punishment that it would deserve. Look at people, they go out, the roads are bad, they will do it within 6 months, and nobody says anything. The police, the chief executive, the ministers of the appointees, if they are doing wrong things, they know the disciplinarian will actually discipline them. So for me, we are disciplined in terms of what our lives are, and the same thing that he's going to use to govern this country, so that it will change the mindset, because no one person can rule without getting everybody on board. And this change of mindset, that the leadership qualities that we have in our man, is what is going to lead us to give us a light at the end of the tunnel.
We wish you all the best, and thank you for speaking to us, sir.
It is our pleasure, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you too. That's Kwame Owusu. He's the campaign chair of the Kennedy Agyepong campaign team.